Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a great day. It's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. I am coming to you today with some actually really devastating news. And I hate having to do streams like this because cancer it does not discriminate. Let's just say. It takes people far too young. It takes people young, old. It does not care your age, your gender, your ethnicity, your race, nothing. And today we will talk about Mackenzie McKee, who has been featured on. She was a star of Teen Mom 3, which was then actually canceled. She was brought on to Teen Mom OG this season, this past season. Her story and her relationship with her husband, Josh, was a prominent component of the final two episodes that she was on, or the final few episodes that she was on of this show. And she, and another aspect of the show was also that her mother has been battling stage 4 lung cancer. Her mother, Angie, has says she was never a smoker. She was always very healthy. She was a runner. She was an advocate for good, healthy eating. She is a woman that has had a steadfast belief in God and been, very vocal about how her faith has helped her through this struggle. Mackenzie herself has been leaning on her faith as well. And on this past season, she gave her daughter very devastating news that the cancer had spread into her brain and that doctors had given her a very poor prognosis in terms of the amount of time that she had left to live. On the episode, she said that she had less than 6 months. She did meet that 6-month mark, but now it appears as though she's coming to the end of her fight. Now, to give you sort of a heads up about what has been going on with her, I want to just share with you, they did a race for her to raise money earlier this summer in July. And in July, they noted to people that this was what she was dealing with. So they said, as many of you know, Angie was diagnosed with 2 types of stage 4 lung cancer that metastasized into 8 tumors in her brain in January 2018. Angie endured 15 rounds of radiation, 18 rounds of chemo, and 10 rounds of immunotherapy. Things started to look great for Angie towards the end of the year, but in early May of 2019, Angie found out that the cancer had exploded into her liver, bones, lymph nodes, and 2 additional tumors in her brain. She had to endure more radiation and chemotherapy. She is currently battling 2 types of serious pneumonia that, when combined with the cancer, make it very difficult for her to breathe. Regardless, her goal is to get the entire world up on their feet, moving and exercising. She strongly desires to see people from all over the world to get up and start their health journey. This can include running, walking, biking, swimming, dancing, or anything physical. So they hosted the Angie's Race on July 6th, and they said anyone could participate anywhere around the world. So she has been doing a lot of treatment in an effort to try to, keep herself alive as long as possible because of her children. She has, Mackenzie is her youngest daughter, and she has grandchildren, and she's got lots to live for, and she's also extremely young. It seems as though they have made the announcement, though, that she is going to end her treatment and she will be entering hospice. So on Instagram, Mackenzie shared a photo that said, "I love you so much," with her mother Angie tagged. And then on a photo shared only a few days ago, they wrote Corinthians 15:55, or 1 Corinthians 15:55, "O death, where is your victory? O death, where is your sting?" Today was a little rough. Scans showed results that were not good. The cancer has grown into the liver and in the brain. There is also some hemorrhaging in the brain. I will have 2 more doses of radiation, and that will be the last treatment I will be given. I should be able to go home in the next few days. We have decided to have hospice come in, and when I go home for some when I go home for some extra care. I haven't been able to open my eyes until all day, and my head has been hurting badly. Kaylee has had to help me write this post. I'm not sure what to say other than how God told me early in my diagnosis that he would heal me, but I would have a long, dark journey to take. I'm starting to think that this is what he meant by long, dark journey. So please pray for me that I will be strong and be able to stop vomiting. Also, please pray that I will be a mighty warrior for Christ. I love every one of you, and I thank you so much for your prayers. And then yesterday, while in the hospital, another post shared on her Instagram was, again, another passage from Corinthians, from 1 Corinthians 16, 13 through 14, which says, watch, stand fast in your faith, be brave, be strong, let all that you do be done with love. Today we have a day full of love. There has been a huge outpouring of love from some very special people to Mom. People have been so amazing and have let God use their gifts of giving and hospitality. We have all been so overwhelmed and amazed. Even several of the hospital staff and doctors have come in and have prayed with Mom and told her how much she has influenced them and helped them with her message. She is currently unable to write this post and herself because she is hurting too much. So we decided to make a post for her. We thank you all for your love and generosity you have shown and continue to show. Please continue to pray. She is hurting very badly and she is having trouble with her memory. She loves you all so much. And then Mackenzie shared this photo, which is of her mother with her father. She said her lobster, his princess. Daddy, you are such a wonderful man. Thank you for loving her so fiercely since you've been a young boy. So this is so absolutely heartbreaking. I know if any of you have gone through a loved one going through cancer, the final stages of cancer are absolutely horrible. My mother-in-law actually passed away from kidney cancer a few years ago, and when she got to the point where Angie is now, it was so awful. And the only thing that we could do for her then was to put her on hospice and give her enough pain medication to manage the pain and fluids to ensure that she didn't get dehydrated. So with the news that she will be going home to be on hospice, it's devastating. It means they've met the end of the road. It means there's nothing left that they can do. You say some prayers for the family. If you are not, send some good thoughts to them. They did do a fundraiser. Mackenzie actually updated earlier this week that they were raising money to help her dad pay off her house, and they actually raised enough money to pay the house off, which is or close to the house payment, which is awesome. And you know, it seems as though even at the end stages, people around her are continuing to be positive. Angie is and has been a very positive force in Mackenzie's life. She has been a very positive cast member of this franchise. I have not really ever had anything negative to say about Angie. They have active PayPal that's been going on. I don't think that they have a GoFundMe. Good question for you there, Des. And you know, this is going to be really a humongous loss for Mackenzie. She and her mother are incredibly close. And obviously, if this happens near the holidays for a family that is Christian, with the biggest holiday coming up being the birth of their son that has gone through loss, I completely understand. I know that the final stages are very difficult. So continue to keep the family in your thoughts and prayers. I know that they have been raising money via a PayPal, and I'll double check to see if I can find the address on Mackenzie's Instagram accounts, and I'll link that in the description below. I know a lot of you have been fans of Mackenzie and her mother for years and years and years. So, you know, let's just hope that these final days of her life are as comfortable as possible and that she has the opportunities to say goodbye to everyone. All right, you guys, I will be back with more. There's been a lot of stuff brewing on Instagram related to Pastor T and Shen and Ashley. I'm hoping to get Shen on the phone to talk about her side of things. If not, I'll try to dissect it through screenshots. All right, you guys, I'll be back later. Bye.